Tyson, it's been said in the past that him and his brother try to control their opponents in the build-up to fights. Do you agree with that?
I agree. Like he says, look left, and I'm like, what? Shut up, idiot. It's like, look left, look right, and everyone's going, ooh. I'm like looking over there somewhere, and I'm like, you at the back, take photo, you know what I mean? He tries to mentally control people, like, oh yeah, look to the left, look to the right, do this, do that, I'll make you a better person. Okay, you wore a suit, yada yada. He's an idiot, mate. If he thinks that's the key to control, he has no idea what control is. Controlling is that. People don't understand that. Control is fear. Fear of something happening. You can't control somebody by being nice to them. You've got to control somebody by that, fearing them to death. And that's how you control somebody. The element to control is being afraid. And I believe Vladimir's already afraid of me. You don't know what to expect. And that's a key element to this fight of winning.
And what you said there about the heavyweight, or about him being boring and putting people to sleep, do you think that's kind of been the case for the entire heavyweight division for a few years, certainly since he's been on top?
Definitely. Like I said, he's been on the top of a weak era. It's been a weak era, just like the era went just before Mike Tyson and after Ali and Holmes. It was weak. There wasn't anybody. Pinkland Thomas, Trevor Berbick, all them guys. All right, heavyweight champions, but there wasn't great champions. There wasn't standouts. Then Tyson come along, flattened all of them, became a phenomenon. And it kicked up again, didn't it, with the good fights. Lewis came along, all them guys. Then these guys come along after they were finished. And now we'll come along after they're finished. New bunch. These are finished, washed up.
Right, Joe. You maybe seemed to unnerve him today, Tyson. Was that your mindset to get inside his mind?
Not really. I came here with the attitude that we'll see how it goes and see what unfolds. And it just happened to fall in place the way it did. I'm happy everybody enjoyed it. It was quite an exciting conference. Wladimir says some stuff. You can't really pay too much to what he says because half the time it's very slow and he strings a sentence together and we don't really get it because it's like half an hour to speak one sentence. Not exciting. If I didn't do something, it'd be a boring press conference because he would have had everybody sleeping by 15 minutes in and wishing he wasn't here and I want to go to KFC or I wish I was somewhere else. But at least when I'm in a press conference and I'm talking, people want to stay and watch it.
With the revelation as well that he's admitted that he's training 4 times a day. It's quite a accolade for yourself, Tyson. You know, not many fights in the past like that. He's trained 4 times a day for.
I train 4 times a week. Never mind 4 times a day. Fitness ain't going to be a key in beating somebody in a heavyweight championship of the world. There won't be many heavyweight champions or challengers that go into a fight not fit. I don't think no one's ever been beat in heavyweight boxing in a world title fight because he was unfit and he blew up after 2 rounds. They get beat because they're not good enough. And I believe you can train all you want, but if you can't do it, you can't do it. You can train somebody all the time, and if they haven't got that to beat the next man, someone's always better than the next one. And I believe I'm not someone who's better than Wladimir.
Intense long stare up at the end between you and Wladimir. Did you see anything in his eyes at all there, Tyson? Any fear?
Yeah, he looked away, didn't he? And I wanted to carry on. I'd have stood there for an hour, but you know, he's training and he's pulling him up and down. He was like, "No, leave it alone. Let's do it." But listen, he is what he is. I knew he wanted to look away. He couldn't.
Just finally for me, Tyson, as a man who lives, you know, we've seen what goes on in your head maybe today for one better word. Do you think that this has unnerved him coming in today? It's done him no favours, you know.
To be honest, at the end of the day, it ain't fighting, is it? All the talking and all the pantomime jobs and all the party tricks, they're not fighting. And at the end of the day, there's only me and him in a boxing ring, and everything that gets said, everything that happens, it means nothing. Because on the night he'll be 100% focused, and so will I, and may the best man win.